when people get really embodied and they're really, really certain that what they're living and doing, all their actions are actually from their truth, their deepest truth about what they believe, that's when the world changes. We have to get so real that we actually individually, every single person, not big tech, not big pharma, not government, we need all of you to start to really embody this culture that we're now living in. Okay? We need every person to actually take a stand and literally start to understand why it is that everything that anyone says that's outside the one mainstream narrative, we need to understand why it's wrong. Okay? So, if you're with me, if you are ready for this experiment, because as a teacher, we know this. The one who does the work does the learning. I can sit here over in my ivory tower with my lovely tapestry and I can do all this research. I can figure out and have a reason why my voice is what it is. But that doesn't translate. That does not mean that anyone on the other side of the screen will know and understand why their perspective is right. The one who does the work does the learning. Sorry for letting you in on an insider tip of teaching, but that's what, in my opinion, good teachers know, that the one who does the work does the learning. Just because the teacher knows it all and can write all the equations with all the right answers on the board. I don't teach math, but that's an example. Just because the teacher knows it does not mean that somehow that just gets dumped into, that knowledge just gets transferred through osmosis into your being, and all of a sudden you know it. No, it doesn't work that way. And so I'm a religion teacher, okay? I love teaching about stuff I feel matters, our actual spiritual soul, our actual why the hell are we here on this planet, and where are we going, and what are we doing here in the meantime, and is there anything after the meantime, all those questions, and what is important to us, what are we creating ritual around? Ritual is surrounding what's sacred. What is sacred to us in our world today? What is the thing that we create ritual around? Because ritual imbues our life, brings our life meaning. It marks the passing of time. It allows us to create community and create, I said meaning 16 times, but meaning around what's important, around something that should be honored or revered or celebrated. What's the things that we're creating ritual around? That's what I love teaching. But I absolutely will not ever indoctrinate someone with my worldviews, because indoctrination is not where we're at in the evolution of society. Indoctrination is not serving humanity at all anymore, at all. And that matters so much as a religion teacher, because religion, in my opinion, can be indoctrinated. Math is less indoctrinating or indoctrinatable. It's less take this and shove it down your throat. It's more just objective, less subjective. But for a subject that's subjective, that has objectiveness to it, objective truths and objective concepts, it also has subjectivity, how you receive it, how you interact with it, how it gets played out in your life is equally part of what's there. And so if somebody who's in a more subjective realm is all about one mainstream narrative, that can lead to problems. That can lead to indoctrination, and it can lead to a very soul-crushing experience for those who get in, or who are the subjects of it. So I'm gonna be on this channel, stay, go, take it or leave it, saying things that are dangerous in our world. And the fact of the matter is, you are there as someone who's also grappling with what the world has to offer us right now, with the narratives that are going on and the level of globalization where we can see the entire population of the globe in something where we're being like cultures are being shut down, jobs are being revoked, all these things. You on the other side of the screen are somebody who is also grappling with this same, reality, with all of our varying perspectives on what the reality is. You're grappling with that same thing. So if you can listen to someone who is wrong, silenced, is on the very pretty much extreme opposite end of the spectrum of what the narrative is telling us, if you can listen to what that person is saying and understand why it's so harmful and why it's so wrong, will that not strengthen your resolve for what's right? Will that not strengthen your perspective? If you can actually understand the complete opposite side and know why they're wrong or why they're dangerous, reprehensible, won't that strengthen what you know? Because that's what we do in religion. In religion, we open Pandora's box and we say, I'll go into a different video on it, but in the nutshell, we say knowing someone else's belief strengthens your belief, because you either adopt it to some degree or some extent, or you absolutely solidify why you disagree with that. So that is what this channel is all about. Those of you that are already riled up for the fact that I am speaking, amazing, amazing. Figure out why that is, exactly the reasons why I should be silenced, censored, don't belong. Get really, really real with that, because that's so important. We need to actually embody what's going on, really, truly embody it, where in your soul, if you're the one, let's just say at a restaurant checking like passes, that you really, really in your being, you really feel that is, for one, your right to see the personal health information of someone else, that is your duty, that you are like the health police. That is your duty. We need to embody this. This is, if you're doing it, you actually need to embody it. You need to like really be like, this is the core of who I am. And that's why I'm doing it, because embodied people change the world. So if you can get more embodied, then and more all about like truly owning what it is that you stand for, or what you're participating in, that's how the world changes. And if we want this world that like is going to go back to normal as soon as 100% of the world gets something in their body that doesn't make them immune from the thing they were getting it for, but that, I'm just getting confused for a minute, because I think it's that it stops the healthcare system from getting overwhelmed. But then I just like had to check myself, because I was like, wait, am I like a couple months behind where that's what they used to be saying, but now it's actually that it endangers someone else? Like, so, but this is why I'm wrong. You better know the actual, like, I mean, I'm sure you're keeping up with it a little bit more than me. So we need to embody it. We need to have people who are so solid and so sure that the thing that if the entire globe, 100%, every single person, because, and not everyone will be able to. Well, I actually asked for an exemption for legit reasons that were in my medical history, and I got told that the government isn't allowing that. But I was talking to a doctor. I was actually talking to a neurologist who's a specialist, and I said, hold on, what? You're denying me an exemption because the government? Do you mean medicine? Do you mean medical opinion? Your expertise is denying me? And guess what his answer was? Both. I said, oh, thank God. You'll hear about this in a different video too, but I said, oh, thank God, because the government is not my doctor. The government is not even a person. And for those of us, let's get real. Religion is a concept. Government is a concept. It's a structure, a construct, a construct. If people don't play roles, specific roles within that abstract construct, the construct doesn't exist. So take out all the people playing their jobs and their roles as like prime minister and, minister of this and all the titles that I don't know. Take out all those people out of that, their roles. They don't have those roles anymore. Go get another job. They don't have those roles anymore. What do we have left? Is there government left? Even like take out the civilians. We're no longer civilians. We're sovereign beings. Take out those. Take them out. What do we have left? Is there anything left? Can I like go knocking on the door of that and say, government, hey, help me out. Hey, government, where are you? Government, don't you pay my taxes? Or don't you pay my, I pay you taxes. Don't you pay my like services? Like, don't you pay for my education and all this? Like, remember, no civilians are left. No civilians are left putting money into that construct, right? None left. So government, the services that I like to like have kind of for free, do I still get them? Come on. Oh, I didn't pay into them? Oh, that's weird. That's weird. If I don't participate in the construct, there is nothing. Oh, well, cool. Because that construct, I just got told that's what determines my health and my ability to have individualized health solutions for myself. Wow. So anyhow, let's get back to the actual point. So when people get really embodied and they're really, really certain that what they're living and doing, all their actions are actually from their truth, their deepest truth about what they believe, that's when the world changes. So my challenge to you as I end this video is to please follow along. Figure out all of the reasons why everything I say is false. Why? Figure out why, because that'll solidify you. It'll help embody your perspective and it will make for a better world. I can't wait to journey with you. Thanks for being here.